This that we're keeping down that just under our reproductive system is affecting everything. 90% of this pad is filled with plastic. Imagine putting plastic down there. Big companies are profiting from our silence. So, hi guys, the title today is why you must be wearing pad. Wait, you really believed it? Oh, you are a male stuck in this video? No problem. Continue watching because it's very helpful for you too. Because you will eventually marry, or you can even tell this to your mother. And to all my female friends out there who are watching this, to all my female family out there, do keep watching until the very end because it is very important to you and me, because I'm suffering and I'm victim of this scam right now. So I'm gonna reveal everything to you. Holding my proof with some research. A single menstruator will use somewhere between 5 and 15,000 pads and tampons, the vast majority of which will end up in landfills as plastic waste. Sadly, according to an article written by National Discovery, all these wastes are regarded as medical waste and it does not need to be tracked. And in part because so little research has been looked into this scope. Now I believe you guys know that I'm saying we should not be wearing pads. There is certainly serious health implications because pads are literally just bleached with harmful chemicals. And for your information, I have been suffering from ovarian cyst and researching on everything that I could possibly do and learn. I found out food and this that we're keeping down that just under our reproductive system is affecting everything. So this nonsense that I'm holding, it causes skin irritation because they have this scent, perfumula chemical, which is filled with chemicals. Okay, fat is literally filled with chemicals, and once you put it down there, it causes vaginal infections and also skin irritations. Also, it gives rise to bacterial growth over time if you don't change it after a few hours. Second thing is that this pad, it gives rise to pad pollution issue. Okay, tons are ending up in the landfill, in the air, in the water as microplastics. Another thing is that I'm gonna list down a list here, okay? Just pay attention. Pad is toxic. As mentioned, it is carcinogenic, means it is cancer-causing materials can be found in the pad. Secondly is that it also has reproductive toxins. It will certainly affect your reproductive system, so if you're planning to have high fertility, you better not wear this nonsense. And then it also causes endocrine disruptions because it has endocrine disruptors. Also, pad causes health issues like endometriosis, PCOS, cancers, menstrual issues, tiredness, paralysis, memory loss, loss of appetite, infertility in women, and so on. Why didn't we know all this? It's very clear. It's because pad companies just want to make profit out of us women, and it's just because it is very accessible, cheap, easy. You can just dispose it off. Many women I've talked to have told me they have PCOS, endometriosis, even the doctors to tell me that, but they will never ever reveal to me that it's because of pad or the food system that's filled with chemicals out there. Many advertisements in India has induced or encouraged girls to use pad. Let's look at that, okay? So 10 famous brands of pad in India were studied and they found VOCs, volatile organic compounds. And these VOCs can cause paralysis and memory loss. Besides the famous pad brands in India, they also found phthalates. This is not just in India, okay, all around the world. Phthalates are chemicals that are very harmful to our reproductive organs and also our nervous system. Dioxins. This is carcinogenic. It causes cancer that can also be found in the pad. Shockingly, all these chemicals can get into our body very easily because we are actually wearing pad. 18 to 20% can be absorbed easily through vaginal opening than us breathing all these chemicals. So imagine every time you put a pad, 18 to 20 times easily these chemicals get into the body. And that is why the fertility rate is low. People are suffering from PCOS, ovarian cysts like me. So many issues out there. And then come another thing, that is tampons. Do you think that's better than pad? That's way harmful than pad because you are inserting that plastic filled material way inside the channel of your vagina. So what do you do if you don't want to use this nonsense? Find for alternatives. So I have recently started using menstrual cup, and it has saved my life, changed my life, because it is just one-time investment. That menstrual cup is just one-time investment, okay? And it comes in various sizes, different colors. It is medically graded silicone based material. All you have to do is just boil it before you use it, so you have got no bacteria and all that, and you are good to go. This one menstrual cup can last up to 10 years, so there'll be no such thing as menstrual related pollution out there. There'll be no landfills filled with pads, filled with bloody pads that has to be cleaned by someone else who will be infected, and people also dying out of all these bacterial infected areas with all these bloody pads. This video is not sponsored by any chance. I'm telling everything from my very own personal experiences. Is that whenever I put this in, I no longer feel the cramp, and it's very much comfortable because I no longer wake up to all this jelly flowing out. I in fact kind of forget I'm on my cycle. So that's how comfortable it is. All I have to do is just remove, wash, and insert it back, and I'm good to go. The very first time when I actually came up with this idea that I want to use menstrual cup, my parents were questioning about virginity. Will it remove your virginity? Take it off. First of all, my opinion about virginity is very different, and second of all, this will not take away your virginity. Okay, remember that it comes in small and big sizes. So the small one is for girls who have not given birth vaginally, and the big one is for mothers who have given birth vaginally. So these are safe. And is this a new concept? Why are people saying pad is bad just because menstrual cup will grow in business? No. Menstrual cup has been around for hundreds of years, but just because the very first companies who actually started selling menstrual cup found out a person who buys this will no longer come back to the shop to get another menstrual cup, you see, because it's a one-time investment, and companies then went bankrupt. That is when pad flourished. So what is the next alternative if you don't want to insert anything in there? Because I do feel the fear initially too, but I just like it that way because I feel like I can go for hours without me changing or feeling uncomfortable. But the second alternative is certainly you can use cotton pad. Okay, so this I actually bought from a store nearby my place. So you just have to put this around your panties, okay, your underwear, and secure it with this. And thus this layer is cotton based. It will not lead to any chemicals going into your vaginal opening, so it's very safe too. So you can certainly get this online or from any store that is nearby you. In fact, I've also come across DIY cotton pads. You can certainly try that. The next method is I've also come across period panties, period pants, which tend to absorb all this liquid that's being excreted out of your body, but I've not tried that. So I am actually good with menstrual cup and my cotton pad. So you guys can certainly try that out, but never to pad. Nowadays, there are certain brands claiming themselves as sustainable pad, biodegradable pad, which I would certainly say no, because it still contribute to waste out there, environmental wastage. Okay, you still have this concept of wear it and throw it, just like the single-use plastic. It's a big no. So it's better to go to certain things. It is your body, your blood, and when you actually touch and wash it all, you could actually see and understand your body better this way, instead of us using pad and not even knowing that we're actually building all this chemical up into our body system, and ending up in the hospital with doctors just keeping their mouth shut and not revealing that it is because of these very stupid plastic pads that are causing hormonal damages to us nowadays. So, a fun question. Have you guys known about this Great Pacific Garbage Patch? So if every woman in India, for instance, keep using pad, it will create 10 times more of the size of this Great Pacific Garbage Patch in the world. Second interesting fact is that since I told pad is 90% plastic, it takes up to 600 to 1000 years to degrade. Imagine those pad that you have used once upon a time is still today on the land somewhere. It may be grazed by animals or humans picking it up, or I don't know what's happening to it right now. And something unique about pad is that it used to be used only by the rich people back then. You know, this rich privilege. And sadly, until today, we still have this period poverty, but people are still giving away pads. They are not showing us menstrual cup, which is a one-time investment. It's one-time investment. Why is that not being shown? It's because pad companies are the powerful one. Remember, this world is being ruled by the powerful and the rich people. So that's exactly what is happening now. So as long as you keep educating yourself about this entire menstrual scam, you'll be able to make the right decision and choice for your body. Hey, you're talking too much, so why don't we just burn all this bad waste so we can save the environment? Okay, that's a very great thing to ponder on. Let me answer. So, burning sanitary pad will actually release dioxins. As mentioned, pad is made of harmful chemicals and toxins. So these toxins, when get into the environment, it has shown to have killed many people. Because yes, there are people who actually burn pads, and it has killed hundreds and thousands of people because of this cancer-causing elements. I do not want anything to play my hormone after this, and I just hope it is the same for you guys. And certainly, all this realization came because recently I watched this documentary on Netflix, and you guys have to watch that too, which talks about the beauty industry and how it adds chemicals into our body. And that's why I felt the call for me to talk about PAD today, as I'm one of the victims who's suffering from ovarian cyst. I've had my major operation 5 years ago. Thank you for watching. Do like, share, subscribe, and do comment what title you want to know or want me to research and put on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much.